Hey, hey, hey. This is my very first stream, and I wanna start the series of the streams about injuries. And I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea what I'm doing yet on YouTube. And yeah. And I wanna just share some stuff about injuries from my experience to the public because there is not too many videos talking about actual injuries and how to prevent them, how to take care of the injuries and stuff like that. So because this is first one, I just want to start with the injuries I suffered and how much they took out of my career. And then in the next videos, we're gonna talk about how to prevent them and how to fix them and what to do to fix them, what the proper approach and stuff like that. So uh, all the arm wrestlers suffering some injuries. I don't know a single one who is not, and the most common are our elbow pains, right? Outer elbow pains, bicep tear, shoulders, wrists, fingers, and minor stuff like I don't even know. It's like a lot of them because we are stressing at the maximum capacity and we are pulling at the table at the maximum capacity all the time, and that create if you're start training and your muscles gaining strength, that doesn't really mean that your tendons and your connective tissues are keeping up, which is creating the thinnest part is breaking. So my first significant injury was my bicep tore on my right hand side, not arm wrestling at work. I've been loading a countertop on my truck, wood countertop, not granite, which was I don't know maybe 150 pounds, something like that. Not nothing crazy, but I'm strong enough to throw it on a truck with one arm, right? So I snapped my right biceps. It was in 2012, so 13 years ago. Made the right decision, go straight to the doctor, and they did the surgery. Very successful, in my opinion. The first one took me about a year and a half to be back on a table, and probably about 3 years to be at my full power again. So it was very stressful. I did not know at the time how to, deal with the injuries and how to take care of them. I've been doing a basic, very basic rehabs and a little blood flow. So that's all I did, and that's why it took so long. But it's healed very well, and I've been pulling with my right with no problem for many, many years, over 10 years after that surgery. Then next injury, which was not actually a suffered during the training or something, it was continuous uh, progressing injury. I would say I have bad arthritis in my left elbow, which is not fixable. But I also had spare pieces in my elbow and some few spurs on my left elbow outside and another one inside. And basically, my soft tissue, my tendons and ligaments was rubbing when I've been doing any motion, was rubbing against those spurs and creating inflammation and very painful. So I've been looking for a surgeon for a long time because first four surgeons I've been talking to, including my first surgeon who did my right bicep long time ago, all of them says elbow replacement cannot help you, elbow replacement. And I was about to give up, but Aneta, my better half, told me one more, and I found finally this guy, uh, Nikhil Verma. He's working for Rush and he's doing some famous athletes around Chicago from Bulls. and he said, "Listen, there is some parts of your elbow we cannot fix, like arthritis, but there is some parts of the elbow we can clean up. We can clean up your spurs, and we'll see. You may be back." So yeah, agreed. Did it, and rehab was very well. I did. I've been close to perfect with my training, with my procedures, with my food. I've been getting ready for my super match with Cody Merritt in Canada recently, and my surgeon told me that yes, I can take the super match. It was 4 months and 1 week after a surgery, but he did not believe that I can gain the amount of power needed to win the super match, which he was right about. So basically, my shoulder area and even my bicep and elbow area fully rehabbed. I was at my 105%. I even gained a little bit of power, but anything down from elbow to wrist, I couldn't. It was probably at 80% or something. That's why I've been losing wrist momentarily. In basically all the matches, I couldn't keep up with my wrist and riser. That was un- unpleasant, but I still won that match with my side pressure because that's the only part I could fully rely on, and the back pressure. And I proved that anything is possible to myself, of course, not to anybody else. So that's the second injury. Third injury, Dr. Nick did too good of the job, and I start benching again, and I grow my bench power even better than it was before the surgery. And of course, being a little stupid, I suffer the third injury during the bench press, which probably not necessary for arm wrestlers, and I tore my left pec. So right away, calling calling my doctor, and he's setting up appointment very next day, I believe, or the day after, the first available, and they saw me MRI. Yep, detached, surgery right away. Like 3 days later, I've been already on a table. They open up a surgical center an hour earlier, especially for me because they couldn't wait. I damaged my soft tissue badly, and the scar tissue started to going in. So that was my third surgery, which was successful too, and I was very, very consistent with my rehab, food, and range of motion is fully back, and my strength in my chest is not. I cannot bench. I mean, I didn't try, but I cannot bench like 500 plus pounds anymore, which is doesn't matter. But I took the match with Wagner Bartolato in 6 months and 1 week after surgery, and I was very much concerned because I did not fully train my left yet at that moment, but it was kind of surprise match because his matchup couldn't leave the Italy, and I just fill up, and there was no expectations for the match, but I wanted to win very, very much, and I did it in a kind of weird for me positions. It was not a pretty arm wrestling, at least for me, and very complicated, but I did it. So, uh, yeah, rehabs are possible, even if after what you think may be a career-ending injury, and you just have to have a mindset, and you have to take care of it. Absolutely, you have to put some work in. And unfortunately, the third injury, I mean the fourth already, and the first one during arm wrestling match. It was my recent with Rickard. So I tore my rotator and full tore, and I partially tore my bicep. And they wasn't sure if it's a combination of all the new injury or if it was completely new. They did not know, so they decided not to take a chance because it probably will not heal on itself. It was like over 50%. So they reattach everything. So I am at my rehab on my right hand side, which I believe going good. It's a complicated one in the shoulder area, so I hope to be back on the table at about mark of 6 months from the surgery, which is 4 months from now. My left is okay. I cannot train it fully because of the right side. I started already a week ago. My training, it's not nothing serious yet, but I'm moving forward. Moving forward. What I wanna tell that these four complicated injuries, because I had many small injuries like my elbow, and even it was bruising a few times. I dislocated my uh, finger, my ring finger, pulling at the Brewskis in St. Louis, and my wrist. I've been injured for like a year because I didn't know how to take care of that small of the injury in my wrist at that times, and many other small injuries, which all of them been taken care of. So in next videos, I will try to keep them short, maybe 15-20 minutes each. I will be on probably twice a week or maybe once a week. The next videos, I will probably set up some reminder or scheduled videos to bring you people in, and we'll try to share my experiences. We'll try to share my thoughts about how to prevent the injuries. They will happen, unfortunately they will happen, but to prevent the big injuries, there is some tricks and there is some methods. There is warm-ups and stuff like that, and it depends on the age, and it depends on your training, and many other things. And I will be pretty much open to give you my opinions on anything if you will ask me questions in chat, which I can see. And yeah, thank you everybody who is supporting me. And that's about it for today. Probably I just want to share my injuries, my surgeries, and my non-surgical injuries. And I will start next video with training. Here's my dog. Say hi. With my training and preventing from the injuries, and why actual each of the injuries happened, to share my experience, what not to do versus what to do to prevent them. Uh, I think it will be very beneficial. Yeah, he is. He's very old. He will be 12 in 2 weeks, I believe. Yes, November 13 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. So yeah, I will share all of my experience, and I hope it will help. If it will prevent one of your injuries from happening, that's my goal, because each injury has been setting me down for at very least 1 year each time. At very least, and even I've been winning some of the matches shorter period than 1 year, but you fully recovered, if you fully recovered fully in about 1 year, because it will be 1 year since my chest surgery in December, and I'm not fully recovered yet, because I still feel it when I do maximum side pressure or something, some exercises which is engaging my pack. I still feel it. So it's been almost 1 year. Of course, I can go around it when I'm arm wrestling, but that's the truth. So stay healthy, stay massive, be strong, love arm wrestling, and I will see you guys probably next week. I will schedule the next video. Thank you.